Today's topic is numbers in Python. Numbers are very important ingredient of any program. I cannot think of any software program in the world which doesn't use numbers. So they're extremely important. Now in Python, you can use Python programming language as a calculator. So let me demonstrate that to you by doing some simple mathematical operations. So for example, you want to do addition of these two numbers. You can do it like this. So just type in two numbers and plus sign in between. If you want to do subtraction, you can do subtraction. You can do division like this. So for division, you will use this slash sign. If you want to do multiplication, you will use star sign and it will multiply two numbers. Now, if you want to find a remainder of a division, then you will use a percentage sign. So for example, I want to divide 11 by 2 and I want to find out the remainder. For that, you will use percentage sign like this. And you can guess what will be the answer. Okay, I think you guessed it right. So 11 divided by 2 is like 2 into 5 is 10 and the remainder will be 1. You can also find the power of any number. So for example, you want to find 3 to the power of 2. Then the way you do that is by using 2 star sign 2 times. So it will do this. So 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Guess what will be the answer of this? This is 2 to the power of 4. Ta-da! 16. Okay, so when you are doing any number manipulation, when you're writing any Python program, normally you would create variables to store these numbers and you will do these mathematical operations on those variables. Okay, so let me demonstrate this by having a simple problem. So for example, you want to travel from New York to Baltimore and then from Baltimore to Pittsburgh, and you know the distance between these cities. Now you want to find out the total distance. So the way you do it is you first create a variable to store the distance between New York City to Baltimore. Let's say it is 188 miles. So I just created a variable called this and assign value 188 to it. Then you create another variable to store the distance between Baltimore to Pittsburgh, and let's say this is 247 miles. Okay, so to find out the total distance, you create another variable called total distance and you just assign those first two variables to it. So when I do like this, and if I print the total distance, it will tell me the total distance that I will be traveling during my journey. Okay, another interesting problem could be, let's say if you are driving at 65 miles per hour and you want to find the total time that you will spend in your journey. And we're just assuming you're not taking any breaks. You're like a superhuman being. You don't need any breaks. You can just constantly drive. Okay, so in that case, again, create another variable for your miles per hour speed. So mph is equal to 65. This is your miles per hour. And to find out the time, you create another variable called time and say time equal to total distance. If you have total distance and if you have miles per hour, how do you find out the time, right? It's a simple math. It is distance divided by the speed. So distance divided by miles per hour is your time. It's just a simple high school math or school math. So when you say time, it prints this number. So you see, it's 6.69 hours. Now it is printing it with a lot higher decimal precision. You see, like after dot, you see so many decimal points. If you want to see, like, just for simplicity, if you want to see like 2 decimal points, you can use this round function. So in Python, there is this function called round, where the first argument is, as you see it in the tooltip, it's a number. So your number is time and how many decimal points you want to see. So you can say 2. So it is showing it as you see, like after dot, you now see only 2 decimal points, 1 2. If you want to see like 3 decimal point precision, you can do this and it will show you 3 decimal points. Okay, so just to summarize, you can do all the basic mathematical operations in Python using these operator signs. Also, there are two kind of numbers in Python. One is integer, which is like a whole number. So for example, 435, 16, 2, 4, all these are integer numbers because they don't have a fractional part to it. Whereas this number is called a float number because it has a fractional part. It's not a whole number basically. It has a fraction to it. So just remember this thing, there are two types of numbers, integers and floats. All right, now let me show you something interesting. So if I do, let's say if I want to add 10, if I do this kind of operation, just take a pause and think about what will be the answer, what will be the expected output. Okay, all right, so I'm just about to hit enter and you will see in a moment what it prints. Now what were you expecting? Some of you might be expecting that it will do 10 plus 2, which is 12, and then it will multiply it by 3. So 12 into 3 will be 36. But that's not what it printed. Why? Well, the reason is the way Python works is it has a priority on certain mathematical operations. So for example, in this case, it will do 2 multiplied by 3 first. So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, and then it will add it to 10. So 10 plus 6 is 16. If you want to do what you expected, which is 10 plus 2 and then multiply by 3, you need to use brackets. So opening bracket 10 plus 2, closing bracket cross 3. So by providing these brackets, you are telling your programming platform that I want the mathematical operation to happen in this order, 10 plus 2 and then 3. Now you get 36. Okay, cool. Now let me show you one more interesting thing. So 6 minus 5.7. Again, take a pause and think what will be the answer. It's really easy to guess that, right? It should be 0.3. But let's see what happens. Woohoo! Why the hell I got this answer? Why is it not 0.3? Well, there is an answer. So in any programming language, when you try to store floating number, ultimately numbers are stored in binary format, which is a sequence of 0 and 1. And the way floating numbers are stored, they always lose the accuracy. So there is no precise way to store floating numbers. Hence, you will get this kind of behavior. And this is not just with Python, this is with any programming languages, and it's expected. So it's not a bug or anything, it is an expected output. So if you want to again see 0.3, then use rounding function. So just say round this particular number by 2 decimal points and you get 0.3. Okay, so that was all about numbers. Thanks for watching.